Hey guys, it's George. Welcome to today's video. Today we're back with part 2 of Best K-pop Fashion in 2021 so far. If you've not seen part 1, go to the description box right now where we count down from place 10 to 6. I'll leave it linked down there so you can check it out and then come back to this video. In this video, part 2, we're going to be counting down from 5 to that coveted #1 spot. As usual, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe and turn that post notification bell on so you never miss a future upload. YouTube have also just introduced Super Thanks, which is a brand new feature that allows you to tip your favorite creators and say thank you for all of the content that they put out. So if you would like to make a donation to my channel, it will be hugely appreciated. Let's jump back into this, into place number 5. Moving on to spot number 5, we're halfway through. We've got Twice, Perfect World. I was obsessed when this came out and I was so sad I didn't get to put my reaction on YouTube. It got blocked. Thank you so much. Every single look in this MV was incredible, starting with the red showgirl cross military looks where they're up on the stage, and then we get the beautiful vintage moments that are very sultry, and then those nude and black moments that are serving up like 90s grunge. Such incredible looks, and it's nice to see Twice in looks that are a bit more edgy and sultry, because I feel like what we've seen previously, like Alcohol Free, it's more of like a cute like romantic vibe. So obviously I was fucking obsessed with this. I was lapping it up like a little kitty. Oh, sister kitty. Starting with the red military showgirl looks. These looks are giving us so many different cuts of tailoring. We've got jackets, we've got waistcoats, trousers, shorts. All of them have beautiful embellishment on them, and each member's embellishment is placed slightly differently to keep all of the looks unique. You'll also notice that all of the members have different cuts of blouses, different cuts of ties, and then a few members have wide belts that resemble sashes. It's just really nodding to those military references, but the cuts of the tailoring and the embellishment is what's giving me that showgirl vibe. Also the fact that they're up on stage, you know, showgirl vibe. Nayeon's look for me in this scene has to be my favorite, and I think it's because where she's got the most white, it makes her stand out against the rest of the group, and she's got that strapless piece worn over the blouse, the tie coming over the top, that beautiful chain detail, and then that strong shoulder shape of the blouse. She looks insane. The vintage sultry looks in this MV just get me. Nayeon again in that glistening black tweed with the leather edging, and then the fact that it's strapless, it's knee length, it buttons, and then it's got the slit at the bottom. There's something very sultry. Her attitude in the scene is very sultry. I like the fact as well she's got the matching collar piece, but then where she's got the necklaces layered, it looks like the buttons continue up on her neck to the collar. It's really smart. I don't know if that was intentional, but that's what it looked like to me. Jio's is another one that really got me. Just the fact that she was giving us that bad bitch energy, that like vintage style updo, the Chanel drop earrings, that sultry dark lip when she steps back to the mirror to reapply that dark lipstick and you hear like the heel noise. It's so satisfying, and her outfit has all of the beautiful textures, the different ruffles going in different directions, all black. To me it kind of looked like she was in mourning for something, you know, that kind of vibe, but she was like serving bad bitch energy. It's kind of twisted, but it's sexy. That's what I like. I also need to shout out Chaeyeon's black and white dress with the bows. It's really whimsical and fun, but there's a sexiness to it, and that asymmetrical neckline with the long sleeves. Great silhouette. The black and nude moment in this MV is my favorite. We all know I love a black and white moment, but black and nude, it was like a softer version. It was so great. I think where it is nude and blacks mixed, it's giving me like a 90s grunge kind of vibe, but there's also a sexiness to the look. Jio is serving sexy vibes. Her hairstyle, and then that beautiful black top that has like the lingerie clasps dangling off of it. The chaps, such a sick look. Momo in the PVC chaps, that nude bandeau top with the jewel detail that swoops around like this. Killed me. You'll also notice in these looks that there is an element of lingerie in other members' looks. Chaeyeon's look, the embellished boning detail. And then I believe it's Mina in that corset style nude top. And then also arguably Chang'eun's blazer with those lace panels. Lace is associated with lingerie. One of my favorites from this scene though has to be Daeun. Daeun gets me every time. Her smile just lights up. I'm like, oh, Daeun, so cute. But I love the cut of this dress. It's got that beautiful asymmetric panel on the skirt with the embellishment around the edge, and then it's been styled with the fishnet gloves. Just such a sick look. Moving on to fourth, we've got Stray Kids Thunderous. I honestly think this is Stray Kids' best MV, and what I really love about the fashion is that it's a combination of really contemporary fashion and the stage looks that you see from Stray Kids. Just that combination coming together is perfection. I think the military looks in this MV are a great example of the stage wear kind of looks that we see from Stray Kids. It's all very contemporary cuts of menswear, but with the embellishment, the sashes, Hyunjin's hat with that beautiful plume of feathers is taking us in that stage direction. And when I think back to previous Stray Kids live performances, their looks always seem to have a nod to military and hanbok references, and it's great to see that reflected in the Thunderous MV. Speaking of the hanbok looks, one of the main things I rate about Stray Kids is that they always have a contemporary hanbok look in their MVs, on stage, and I just think they're so beautiful. In this MV, we've got the black and gold ornate looks. One of my favorites has to be Bang Chan. I love the crop jacket, that really considered placement on just the front, I believe the left panel of the jacket, and then he's got that like bandage kind of white crop top underneath of the titty hanging out. It's very contemporary. There's an element of sexiness to it, but it's still very delicate, ornate, and I just have massive respect for that. The all red looks, I'm obviously fucking here for it. I love the fact that each member has a different silhouette, and this is where the contemporary fashion is really playing in. There is a lot of streetwear brands in this scene, and I know quite a few of you in the comments were like it's too much, but that is contemporary fashion. It's all about obvious branding at the moment, especially when it comes to streetwear. Everyone's got their fucking brand name on everything, and think of all the luxury brands that are now introducing monograms. Burberry introducing a monogram and making like bikinis and hats. That never happened years ago. It's becoming more popular now. I have two favorite red looks. One of them has to be Han, that beautiful embellished jacket, and then underneath he's got the Givenchy t-shirt, that black harness, and then the other has to be Bang Chan. Bang Chan just got me in this video, if I'm honest. That red tracksuit with the red leather harness over the top, and then the orangey toned red hair killed me. And of course, the black and white looks. These looks are all about texture. Looking at them as a whole, we've got cotton, knit, denim, leather, PVC. So much obvious branding as well. Chanel, Celine. I swear I saw some Givenchy in this scene as well. My favorite has to be Hyunjin's. The beautiful clips in his hair that really contrast the headpiece. So beautiful. And then the Chanel braces. I remember when Sunmi had them as well. Ooh, killed me. Chanel braces, and then the scarves draped around his waist to really enhance the choreo. Love it. Okay, just before we get into the top three, I want you to pause the video and leave a comment of who you think are going to be in the top three spots. Coming in at third, we have Astro 1. This was my first time reacting to Astro, my first introduction to them, and it blew me away. I honestly listened to this song every day. I am fucking obsessed with it, and going back and revisiting this MV, it was so great. I was just blown away all over again. The fashion in this MV is just such a dream. The graphic black and white looks of all the different textures, the wools, the sheer fabrics, the PVCs, the leathers, it's so, so good. And then there are really sick color combinations, the black and red looks, the purple suits. The purple suits are my fucking favorite because each member has a completely different cut, and when is it that you see suits in this beautiful, vivid purple color? Not every day, let me tell you that. One of my favorites has to be MJ's. I really love the harness detail that comes across the body, and then the harness flows down into an all leather sleeve. It's just a really beautiful detail, and the textural difference really stands out on camera. Another detail I really like is Jin's suit. He's got that double vent detail in the front. I just think that's really interesting and contemporary. And then Yoonwoo has that classic DB6 silhouette, and Moonbin has those beautiful sheer panels. Give me that suit. That suit is right up my street. My favorite black and white looks have to be Sanna's and MJ's. Sanna's, those panel PVC trousers are stunning, and the shape it gives on the legs, so beautiful. And then the fact they've been paired with that jacket that has that really subtle polka dot to it, so beautiful. The graphic shape of the trousers with the polka dot, very subtle print clashing going on here. And then MJ's look, he just looks fucking hot. The leather trousers with the leather and PVC jacket, the different textures, and it's black and white. It looks beautiful on camera. It's one of the more simple looks, but just the textural difference on camera is what kills it for me. My favorite black and red look has to be Yoonwoo. The red PVC trousers sold first of all, and then he's got that really subtle check blazer, and then with the blue hair, the blue contrasting against the red. Beautiful. It's like the opposite of Shiny Don't Call Me When I Said Minho's blue outfit contrasted against his red hair. It's been flipped. Moving on to second place, it has to be Bam Bam Ribbon. There is so much beautiful tailoring in this MV, and there's so many androgynous looks that are mixing masculine and feminine elements. You know I'm here for that shit. Love it. I didn't know what to expect from Bam Bam either, so this was just fucking shit up. It fucked shit up. The opening look is the perfect way to start this MV. This beautiful navy floral suit with that pussy bow blouse. It's very whimsical and fun, and there's something quite feminine about the pussy bow blouse, but the cut of the suit is very traditional menswear. The incredible white Louis Vuitton suit has to be my favorite look from this MV, hands down. It's just so crisp and clean, and then that beautiful watercolor going down it. It is a fashion fucking dream. As I've said in so many of my videos where there's Louis Vuitton are just so great at constantly reinventing their monogram. When you look closely at the suit, you can see the branding, the monogram involved and part of this watercolor design. It's really smart, and it's very soft and subtle, and that's why I really, really rate it. It's not like, bam, Louis Vuitton in your face. Ow, that hurt my leg. Another favourite has to be the two looks where Bam Bam is playing chess against himself. Both have androgynous elements, but they're both so different. The check suit on the left, first of all, the check fabric is beautiful, and then we've got that amazing silhouette with the oversized sleeve, that black sheer ruffled collar underneath, and then it's shorts. Tell me it's not stunning. I dare you. And then on the left, we have that really light grey suit, and it has those ruffles sewn into the set-in seam on the shoulder. I love it. And then the collar shape of the shirt. The way the collar loops and has that ruffle detail, and then this outfit's been styled with the glasses. There's something kind of like schoolboy about it, but it still has that like effeminate touch with the ruffles. I'm here for it. I would love to be sat here wearing that right now. Obviously, we have to talk about the black and white gingham look that everyone was obsessed with. I think my reaction, I might have said that it was puppy tooth, but revisiting this, it is definitely gingham. This is a double-breasted suit with 6 buttons, a DB6. We can see this from the very traditional button placement where the top 2 buttons are slightly wider than the 4 below. This has then been tucked into the trouser, and I think this is why a lot of people thought that it was a jumpsuit. A very smart way to style a suit. Very unique and contemporary. And then the fact he has the giant bow on the shoulder, and then the belt that's cascading down, enhancing the choreography, and yet it ties back into the ribbon theme. Like, fucking round of applause for Bam Bam in this video. Finally, on to first place. Who do you think is in at number 1? Can you guess it? Taemin Advice. I'm sorry, but there is no other MV this year that has hit the mark like this MV did. This was fucking insane. Taemin deserves nothing less than this number 1 spot. This MV has everything I love. Graphic black and white, textures, grunge, androgyny, sex appeal. It served it up. The look of the barbed wire print jacket, the white jeans, and then all of that black taping cascading down, the way it enhances the choreography. Yes. And then that really sexy look with the black hood. It has those metal pieces over the top. He's wearing that leather jacket, shirtless. It's just so fucking sexy. But there has to be 3 standout looks for me in this MV. If you watch my reaction, I'm sure you can guess the first one, that black and white suit, killer. What's so amazing about this suit is how it's paneled black and white. All white in the front and black in the back, and the fucking boots match perfectly. The boots are white in the front, black in the back, and the line matches perfectly to the seam of the trouser. That is nuts. It's also making me think of like a really early Gareth Pugh collection where he did the black and white pieces that were white in the front, black in the back, and they were very sculptural. It was a beautiful collection. Underneath the suit, we can see Taemin is wearing this black and white checkerboard shirt. And then what's really smartly done is that half the dancers are in white, half the dancers are in black. So the way he's like dancing, leaning into them, is just really picking up the graphic, mod, beautiful vibe of that suit. The grunge looks are perfect. And the Charles Jeffrey look, it just gets me. It's so perfectly done. I actually used to work for Charles Jeffrey in production, and the way that this look has been styled, it perfectly fits the Charles Jeffrey aesthetic. It's grungy, it's androgynous, it's sexy. The fact that the hat's been styled with that giant kilt pin is like nodding to like Scottish heritage. Charles Jeffrey is Scottish. Smart work from the stylist. What's so beautiful about this look is obviously the texture that Charles Jeffrey has created in the bomber and the shorts. That tartan with the spikes, but then the stylist has added more texture, that beautiful creamy knit worn underneath, and then the fishnets worn underneath the socks really enhance this look. Bam Bam also wore this look in ribbon, and it was styled with a lot of red, which pulled out the red in the tartan. But for me, the way this cord has been styled here, it's just like worlds beyond, because it is giving that true Charles Jeffrey aesthetic. Obviously, we have to talk about the white look at the end of the Supreme underwear. Everyone was fucking floored by this look. Taemin was like, I'm about to go enlist and be out of the game for 2 years. I'm gonna go out with a bang. And he did. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. It's honestly safe to say we were all blown away by this all white look with the Supreme underwear. It's androgynous and it's so sexy. Taemin is wearing Supreme underwear, I'm guessing a pair of boxers with that sports bra underneath the cropped hoodie, because when he's dancing you get the flash of the Supreme across his chest. You can see the Supreme waistband out of the trackies. And then he has the baseball cap, the long hair, just the way he dances in this scene is honestly something else. Filming this video right now, I'm really excited to chat with you guys in the comments. I want to know your opinions, and I'm really interested to see who you thought my top 3 would be. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun researching this and looking back at all of the amazing comebacks that have come out this year. I am planning to do this at the end of the year, the best fashion in K-pop of 2021, and I'll split it out so it'll be top 10 for the guy groups and top 10 for the girl groups. Keep an eye out. What you should do next is go check out my TXT Pyeongju airport fashion video. I'll leave it linked up here in the top screen, as well as a link in the description box. But thank you so much for watching. A massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed. You are amazing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.